Final Fantasy music legend Nobuo Uematsu doesn't think he'll ever compose a whole game again. This story comes by way of videogameschronicle.com. It's kind of sad. This guy shaped my youth in terms of music and music that I absolutely love. He has done so much for the Final Fantasy genre and more. Apparently, he has provided the main theme for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. He's most famous for composing the soundtracks for the first 9 Final Fantasy 1 through 9 games. That's crazy. That's crazy. But here's a quote from him. It says, "As far as Final Fantasy is concerned, I'm still involved by writing the main themes for the games," he explained, "but I don't think I'll be composing music for a whole game again. You would have to give it full throttle for 2 or 3 years. And I don't think I have the physical and mental strength to do it anymore." He's aging. He's getting up there. So it kind of makes sense. "I think I'd rather use the time I have left to work on other projects that I love, such as compositions like Meregnon or my band Uematsu Nobuo Kontiki." Getting the band back together, chat. Getting the band back together. His last full game soundtrack was Fantasian. When I read this article, I had never heard of this game. I've probably seen it, but for some reason it didn't register. Fantasian. This is an Apple Arcade exclusive RPG, written and produced by his longtime creative partner and Final Fantasy creator, Hinobi Sakaguchi. And he did the entire game. This is the last one he's done. But he kind of hinted that Fantasian is maybe his last game that he does from end to end in terms of scoring an entire soundtrack. He says it might be his last record. On a positive note, he poured his heart into it. And Sakaguchi said, "For me, when I heard it, it almost made me tear up a bit because it's a big moment for both of our careers." So Fantasian may be his last full game that he does. But he is doing theme titles, like he did the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Remake main themes. And I know him mostly from, I think I really fell in love with what he did with some of the tracks he did on Final Fantasy XI. And of course, the Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VI, and Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3, and so on and so forth. All the early games Uematsu was a part of. So, man, what a legend. What a legend. Check it out over on videogameschronicle.com. Nobuo Uematsu. I'm probably pronouncing his name wrong. I'm sorry about that, but I can't. This might be his last. Fantasian might be his last game, and he may not be composing any more music for entire games. He's gonna just work on personal projects and get the band back together. Check it out. I got the details over there.